So the big question is this: how are those in the self-storage industry like us going to be successful in today's market? That's the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Jim Ross, and welcome to the Self-Storage Show. Hi everyone, this is Jim Ross in the Self-Storage Show. Thanks for tuning in. Today's episode, we're going to continue the ISS World Expo Speaker Spotlight Series. That's a mouthful. Today I got Clair Hoover. How's it going, Clair?
It's going well. Thanks for having me on your show.
No, of course. And what's the topic you're going to be speaking on in Vegas?
The topic is reinvesting in your business, basically making more money by putting money in and getting a great return on it.
Cool. That's anytime you're talking about revenue and how people can make a little more bucks, that's always a popular topic. But
Yep.
before we jump into that, I want to know a little bit more about you first. So how did you kind of get in the business and what do you do?
I'm in central Pennsylvania, and background, I'm trained, my degree is in accounting. Thought I was going to be a CPA. I ended
Yeah.
up doing IT work for a number of years and had a great time in the corporate world, but wanted some more flexibility in my life, some more autonomy, and looked around for businesses that were location independent, very few employees. I was managing a lot of people. Recession proof or recession resilient was important to me.
Yeah.
And self-storage fit the bill. So got very aggressive about it. Landed in it through some other investments, but I've done four different types of real estate investing. I've done mobile home parks, self-storage, car washes, and laundromats.
Huh.
And I'm down to one. I've sold almost all the others off. Self-storage, if you're in that industry, way to go. If you're not, it's the one. It's amazing.
It's amazing how many times you all hear that exact same story. Like I was doing a bunch of different investments and it all worked out, but once I got a little taste of storage, it's like, oh, I'm all in.
Yep,
Not
I
storage.
agree.
So
It's amazing business.
you hear that a lot. So yeah, so you kind of been there and done that, and have a lot of experience with that kind of stuff. So no, that's a perfect topic for you to be talking about. Anyways, let's kind of just jump in a little bit. Kind of what's kind of the overview of what your presentation is going to be about?
Yep. So brand new presentation. ISS is great at not letting us bring redundant information to you. So if you've been there last year, come again. It's going to be great. My
Yep.
topic again is reinvesting in your business to make money, spending money to make money. So the spending money part as an owner, I'm not wild about. However, if you can show me a
Yep.
great return, I'm not stupid. Spending money to make money is a great idea. So we're going to cover five topics. The first topic is leveraging add-on opportunities. So we're going to take a look at a lot of different ideas. Some you may have heard of but don't know the value of. Some new ones you may have never touched on. Automation tools, big, big thing for me. I don't know how many of you guys are out there trying to hire out of the millennial job pool.
Ugh.
Um, Getting them even to show up for an interview is interesting.
Yep.
So I am excited about areas I can cut back on labor simply because I can't find good labor today. So automation is a key. It saves me money now, and I think going forward, it's going to be a big piece of our industry. Expansion opportunities within your business. If you have empty land, space you haven't thought of, we are really good at maximizing those opportunities. Call centers. If you're not using it, we're going to talk again about why. It makes a lot of sense. Small investment, huge return. And then the last item is investing in your management team. We invest in ourselves a lot. If you're coming to the conference, you've invested in you. But your $1 million investment, the face of your business, is an employee that you may not be investing in. So we're huge on that, creating win-win cultures. And I think the quote is, "Happy employees make happy customers." I
Yep.
happen to like happy. I like happy customers. I like a lot of them, and so I invest in my employees.
If you can make the employee feel valued
Mhm.
and be genuine about it, like I mean, truly, they're the foundation for your business. So obviously, make them big integral part and feel valued. You're going to get it back so much more. I mean, they're going to be working harder, feel pride in the facility, you're going to make more money. Yeah. I just had that conversation with the manager this morning, so that's
So
very top
you
of mind.
you caught me off guard. You got to be genuine about it. Oh boy. All right, I'll redo my system.
All right, sorry to put you out there, expose you. But no, a lot of these topics sound fantastic. If you don't mind, I want to actually ask a few questions just myself since I got you here. So as far as like you talked about automation
Mhm.
efficiencies for finding employees, or how does that work?
So automation for me, we are we're in an interesting time in our world in that customers want options on how they interface with us. And if you don't become great at all of them, you're going to be behind some of the competition. So we're a smaller company. We are working with 8 to 10 locations right now.
Okay.
But I still have to compete with the big boys. I mean, I've got extra space in my backyard. They're great at what they do. And so I've got to watch what they're doing and try to emulate as much as I can. And then find competitive advantages by being a local, maybe personalities, the person behind the desk, whatever, to be competitive.
Yep.
Automation for me is probably focusing more on a millennial. We know something about millennials. I can have a fully staffed office with the most amazing manager sitting behind that door.
Yeah.
We have seen millennials sitting outside in their car find out that they can rent a unit on my website. They're not walking through that door. Yeah, exactly. So automation there. Eventually, we're shutting down most of our offices 1 day a week. So when I
Hmm.
talk about investing in my business to make money, initially setting up automation on our website so someone could go through a smartphone and rent a unit was an expense to me. But now I'm seeing the benefits and I'm lowering my labor costs. And we're also meeting
Yep.
a felt need from a millennial who flat out doesn't want a relationship with my manager. They want a unit and they want it now. 3 a.m. I can take care of that customer now. Automation brought that to me. We're looking at automation on our collection services, email onboarding, just anything I can do that is a single upfront investment now that will benefit me for years
Yep.
is what automation brings.
No, it's being more efficient. That's really the bottom line. It's more
You got it.
efficient, leveraging the technology that's out there. I get that kind of pushback from talking to owners as far as I don't know if it's scared to do that kind of thing, or if they see, like you said, it's the investment up front, and some owners are cheap. Let's just call it out, and they see that. But when you start explaining it as far as return on investment of making things more efficient, okay, then the light bulb kind of gets out, goes off, and they start seeing it like, oh, I'm going to make money at putting these things into place, and it all works
Yeah,
out.
so I think you had mentioned management, and you know about the industry as well.
Yeah,
It's changing faster than the pace of change is faster than I've ever seen. I was at a seminar recently. There was a gentleman from Google there, and he just kind of threw it out there. He goes, "You wouldn't think how fast things are changing." He asked for a show of hands. How many of you, when you grew up, your mom or your dad said, "Never get in a car with a stranger"?
yeah,
We all raised our hands. My mom preached that to me. It was a safety issue.
yep.
Second question was, how many of you in the last 24 hours on your smartphone requested a car and a stranger and you got in and you paid them to do it?
Everybody, yeah, yep.
Times are changing fast, and if you don't embrace it, you're behind. Just don't know why.
Yeah, and it comes down to, at least to me, it's more like it's efficiencies, it's saving time. Everyone it values time more than anything else, honestly. And if they can save time when it comes to renting a unit and more convenient for them, well,
Mm,
great. Give them that ability to be able to rent from you and have that kind of experience. If that's what they want, cool, give it to them.
mm.
I've had the same experience where someone's like sat in a parking lot and renting a unit, and all right, cool, hey, works for me. Oh, that's fantastic. Um, one more thing you mentioned earlier was the call center. That's a biggie one. That's
Yeah, and I fought that one for a long time, but
because you
just
saw it because you saw a cost, or because you thought your manager could do better than a call center person.
yeah, so again, we're a regional operator
Yeah.
and hometown. Anytime the big boys show up, we'll take time to advertise locally owned, locally operated. That's my competitive advantage. I
Yep.
like the fact that my dollars stay local. It's my employees. It's my local community. Money all stays here. But you can't ignore the statistics. So what turned my head around was actually spending time in my facilities. One of the best things I find I can do. I will just relocate my office for a day, and I'll
Hmm.
sit off to the side while nothing's happening. I'm getting my work done. When a customer walks in, you'll see things you never knew.
Kind of eye opening, huh?
Oh yeah, you find out
Yeah.
that there may only be 5 phone calls a day, but for some reason they all come at the same time. So I
Of
can't handle
course.
all five well. If there's going to be 3 customers, they all show up at the same time, and that's when the call comes in. So it really became clear to me, my managers, as well trained as they were, where there was a high percentage of the time they could not do a professional sales call. And then I found out no matter how well I trained them, you can't beat someone who's doing that 100 times a day. They just get so scripted, so good.
It's just the
So
reps. It's
then you
repetition. Yeah.
dig into the data and look at the closing rates, and you tell me how many times you want to miss a call or not be able to close when they could do it, and what's that worth to you? The math is pretty simple. They're extremely good at what they do, and we use them. We really appreciate their service.
Yeah, it kind of comes down to knowing your numbers. I mean, as simple as it sounds, I
Hmm.
find so many people don't know what their lifetime value
Hmm.
is of a customer.
Hmm.
And really, once you know what that number is, okay, well, how much is it worth to you if you missed one rental or
Hmm.
two calls or three? And it just starts adding up and you start seeing in
Yep.
black and white
Yep.
what a missed rental is really worth to you. Well, yeah, I know we're just kind of just touching the surface a little bit here on what you're going to be going over, but that's kind of the point, is just kind of talk a little bit about what you're going to be presenting and, yeah, urge people that are going to be coming to the show. And it's what, April, first week of April, and you're
First week of
speaking.
April, second, third, fourth, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and you're speaking what, Tuesday, April 2nd at 9 o'clock, bright and early.
And for anybody who's in two-thirds of the country today and you're freezing like I am, this is Vegas. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to have a great time, inspire each other, and learn a lot.
Come where it's warm. Yeah. Who cares about the education and networking and all that? It's warm. That's all. That's all you need to talk about.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Well, I'll be there. I'll definitely be in the audience. I'll wave to you.
Great.
I'll distract you. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
Appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you in Vegas and everybody else who joins us.
All right. Take care, Claire. See ya.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.